Hey, what's up, YouTube? Back again. It's your boy T-Bag and Eagle here from the Eagle's Nest. Happy Father's Day 2023. And just here really just wanted to throw my hat in the ring, man, so to speak. It's kind of a weird one with Nick Merckx, man. It is a recurring theme in which censorship is being used to silence a particular demographic of people so that another demographic of people can have their way. And that's like 100% what's happening here. There is no, there's nothing to be mixed up about it. It is 100% what is happening. And what the LGBTQ plus community doesn't really understand, what they have trouble deciphering, is that normal people, I wouldn't even say conservative, but just like normal people, straight people, I guess you would just say straight people, we get together, man, we have children and immediately start making sacrifices. And that is something that in a month that is all about pride, quote unquote pride, people can't even begin to understand. Like, if you're in a community of people where once a year you get a whole month to where it is only about you, all you care about is you, and your sexual preferences and everything you do to show to the world how proud you are of all the decisions that you made. Like, normal people they don't really get it, dude, because we immediately start making sacrifices the second that we create life. And not even getting into like a religious point of view, like where we're talking about, we're just saying, people that don't live in a constant perpetual state of self-celebration, we generally are content with minding our own business. Our whole job as like normal functioning, healthy human beings is like, as soon as you realize that you're going to be a part of being responsible for bringing a child into the world or raising a child to turn into a normal human being, is like, okay, well, you're not smoking weed in the living room anymore. You're not. All of that is the exact opposite of pride. It is self-sacrifice. So as soon as you become a parent, or at least a responsible parent, and you love your children and you want to provide for them, it is the exact opposite of pride. It is self-sacrifice. It is literally like there is no more you. And it's interesting that like there's these fights going on, these protests where these people are showing up to schools to indoctrinate children that are not theirs. Like, generally, like the LGBT community, they may have a tough time raising children or it's a weird thing to say, but acquiring children, because they can't just create children, or they may have to go through a lot of steps or, motions in order to like get to the point where they're actually responsible for children. So it's a weird thing. It's like, y'all don't understand. You are essentially making a big deal out of a message for other people's children. You don't have children, and you're showing up trying to indoctrinate or control the behaviors of other people's children. That's why people have a problem with it. People aren't mad at the way you want to live your life or however you need to express yourself. Nobody really cares about any of that. It's parents are not getting the memo for the crazy ass indoctrination that is happening in public schools. It's like all of a sudden your kids are coming home and they have these crazy ass books that have all this fucking, which should be basically a criminal offense because there's no review process. It's somebody has snuck in some crazy shit that kids have no business reading into the schools, and it's in their library, and it would be, it's essentially grooming. Sixth grade health is one thing. You want to say, all right, you need to like know your body parts and biologically understand yourself. That's one thing. Okay, so like we understand in nature what, male is like producing sperm, females produce eggs. That's how it is, man. Like, you want to get hung up on all kinds of other ideas, I mean, that's on you. But so the reason that it isn't accurate to bring these types of materials, especially explicit sexual materials, into the public school system's library is because it really serves no purpose. Because there is a difference between biology, health, and procreation, and asexual or homosexual behavior, which leads to no procreation. So it is an anomaly in nature for those activities to exist. It is more of an anomaly. It is not it is more of the exception to the rule. So all of these new concepts are basically just like being thrown out there to indoctrinate children. Basically, let's just cut to the chase. To indoctrinate children in the way that they think, and because children are malleable and you can like easily, they're basically, sponges, and they're impressionable. They're easy to put an impression upon. That's what's going on. And people are fed up. And it's like, there's no reason to do that before. Like, all of these ideas are like, especially these books that these kids are bringing to the PTA meetings, or all of that needs to be like reviewed. Anybody that's like skipping a review process should be immediately disciplined and discharged. And anything less than that is basically, Call of Duty. It doesn't matter if it's Call of Duty, Activision. It doesn't matter if it's your local public schools. It's totally negligent. And in not having any kind of control over, like, all common sense is being censored, but everything else is like free game. And that's where we're at, and that's the problem. Like, normal people, we don't hate you. It just is like, if you have kids, then worry about your kids. Normal people, we worry about our kids. And that's basically where it is. It's like, if you don't have kids, then don't worry about our kids. Don't show up to school when you don't have no damn kids trying to tell our kids what to do. Because all you care about is your pride. And all we've been doing is sacrificing our lives. And all you care about is you and how you feel. And quite frankly, it's just a position that you're in out of comfort, because other people have made sacrifices for you to have that comfort. And it's just gotten to the point where you're just a bitter minority of people that want to modify a large portion of the population's behavior that are impressionable, and we just don't want it anymore, man. So if you're Activision, if you're we just fuck you, man. Like, the easiest way to put it is just fuck you. If like you can't get it, And if you're not sacrificing, man, fuck you. If you're not sacrificing and you stop going to your pride parade so that you can stay home and cook a chicken dinner for your family, or you could work a normal job and all you care about is being out in the streets and, wearing your gimp suits and running down the street in your parades with your all different kinds of colored flags, and that's what's important to you. But the last thing you want to do is sit at the house and be a decent, normal human being for your family. Then it's like, fuck you. Like it doesn't have anything to do with your preferences and who you want to bang or what it is that you want to do. It's just a matter of like, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite because you can't sacrifice, it's like, we're not prideful people. We're just normal people. And the fact that you only care about putting yourself out there, your self-importance, that's all you care about is pride, self-importance. Oh, it's all about us and it's all about our feelings and we're so marginalized and it's like, well, how about you just like try and like take care of your family? Maybe it wouldn't be so easy. Your agenda you may find that it would be extremely more difficult to move this agenda once you actually start taking care of children, because children require money and time. And one thing that LGBTQ community plus the plus community have a lot of is money and time. And that's because they don't have children. Anyways, that's it for me, man. That's it from the Eagle's Nest today. Over and out. Y'all have a good one. Thanks. Bye.